Hello, sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room 6 podcast. I am your host, Frank Sullivan. With me is my co-host, Frank Darling. How are you this morning?
Very good. Very good.
Very
nice
good.
day today. Sunny out there. Sunny.
It's rainy here, so nice day to podcast for our I should do like a fanfare, but our number one, our 100th episode with a special guest, Steve Lant. Steve, how are you today?
What's going on, guys?
There he is. The man,
Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much for inviting me on this monumental episode. 100. I mean, I can't believe it, man. Like I'm very envious of you.
You kept
Frank.
it going.
You kept it going, man.
I said it seemed only fitting that because we were talking about doing something crazy or special for the 100th episode, and I was like, and I know you're always available, and it seemed only fitting that I started this with you. That I'm not saying we're finishing, but this big milestone.
Yes, definitely.
I really do. I mean, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it, both of you.
Yeah. Do you want to give the listeners who, let's say, because there's sometimes there might be someone who don't even know who you are. You want to give the listeners a little bit of a backstory between your podcasting, I'd say your career, and how we met and everything like that?
So I had a podcast, the Shutty Uppy podcast for King of Queens.
Yep.
For a while. That kind of, I don't know if that's still going, to be honest with you, because I kind of left that show too. But we had. I touch base with them every now and then. I haven't listened to a few. I know they're always, again, you got two people who they both have kids. They're all busy, and you know how it's. You get busy. Life happens. Yeah. So I don't think they put out. I think they're still doing it, but I think they just haven't put out an episode in a while.
It trickles in here and there.
Yeah. Maybe I'll prod them a little bit and see what's going on. But we had Frank and Casey on one time, and we just kind of became friends, and the rest is history. Me and Frank approached me a couple years ago about starting a sports movie podcast, and we started one. And how many episodes did I get in? Probably 30 something.
I think you got to 35 or 36.
35. Okay,
so was the last one.
So if I'm a baseball player, 30 batting 350 gets me in the Hall of Fame. I'm just saying.
No, you're not wrong.
Oh, that's good.
You're batting 1,000. I'm batting 350. So
trying to, yeah.
But we became friends, and the rest is history. And now I did one or two episodes with you and Uncle Frank, we'll call him, and now we're here to episode 100. I mean, it's exciting. It's really exciting.
It is exciting.
It's
Keep
crazy.
It going.
I know. Well, I know. I said I got till. We'll see when the new one gets here. The new one's in February, right? So you figure
February.
I'm going to be off for 12 weeks, so
wow,
plenty of time to squeeze that in. So we'll see where we're. Let's say February, 12 weeks from then as well. So
3 months. That's like May.
So May. So we got almost another full year podcasting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
At least.
I was going to say, man. I mean,
Now, have you guys ever met physically?
Yes.
Oh, you have?
Yeah. We had
once or twice. We did a few times, right?
A few times, yeah. We first met at that Mexican place in what was it, Danbury? Mm-hmm. We had a nice little meal, and
we met up there for lunch. And then we met up for
a concert.
The concert, concert in New York,
Excellent.
I think that was it. Casey didn't like the shrimp or something like that. I remember the shrimp was touching the chicken or something in the Mexican restaurant.
No, she don't eat. I don't know. She don't eat shrimp, but no.
I don't know.
The last time we met up, she drove us home and she got the ticket. And
that's right.
She wasn't too happy. But I know we've tried to meet up a few times, and it just with timing and whatever the case.
Yeah.
I know we were. What was the time you were going to go to a concert in Wallingford? I was really going to go.
Yeah, it was last November. It was for like a heavy metal show.
Something like that. but I think I was sick and I just couldn't make it.
Yeah.
But I know we'll have to arrange another.
Yeah, absolutely.
Time.
Especially when Uncle Frank is up. I'd love to meet you, Uncle Frank.
I know.
Hey, let's be honest. This guy lives in Florida, but he might as well. His second home is up here. He's always traveling up and
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What do you got?
That's awesome.
Once in October.
Well, no. October will be Linda only. She's going for the shower for Anastasia.
Yeah, he's got a she's got a grandson. His first grandson on the way.
Let's go.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
then,
Congratulations.
I'll be there in November for Thanksgiving and December for Christmas.
Great.
There you go. Let's
We'll
There
go
we
from
go.
there. Yeah.
let's try to get something in the books.
Set it up. I'm only a couple hours away. I can,
That's not bad at all.
No, I think we looked. I mean, I think from my house you were like what, 2 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
That's probably why we met because Danbury is like an hour away. So
Yeah. That's like a good halfway point.
Yeah. So.
All right,
Good,
cool,
good,
man.
Let's we'll get into the movie then. You want to break it down there, Steve? Steve.
No, you did the right thing, and that you guys used to work together all the time.
Yeah.
All right, we'll start it up.
Yeah.
Introduction to the movie. The movie we watched was For the Love of the Game. Release date was September 17th, 1999. The box office info, the budget was $50 million. Opening weekend, $13 million. It grossed $46 million. Directed by Sam Raimi. Starring Kevin Costner as Billy Chapel, Kelly Preston as Jane Aubrey, John C. Reilly as Gusinski. I love John C. Reilly. Jenna Malone as Heather, Brian Cox as Gary Wheeler, and J.K. Simmons as Frank Perry. The simple synopsis: after 19 years of playing the game he's loved his whole life, Detroit Tigers pitcher Billy Chapel has to decide if he's going to risk everything and put everything out there. It was nominated for 6 awards. It had a 2-hour and 18-minute runtime. We both watched it on Peacock. And that's it. Now the best part, Frank's 5 fun facts. What do you got, Frank?
Steve, where do you have this movie, or do you watch it on Peacock?
So no, I didn't watch it on Peacock. I had the movie on DVD somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where all my DVDs are, but I ended up buying it on Apple TV just because.
Oh, okay, cool.
So wait. So let's tell them. You left it up to me to pick this movie, Frank.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. I'm just putting it out there. So
Yeah.
I can't wait for the reactions. I don't think they're going to be good, but.
All right. So we'll start it out with fact number 1. So according to Kevin Costner, Yankees owner George Steinbrenner was becoming agitated about the Yankees and that would be seen losing in a movie located in Yankee Stadium. Costner he was able to calm Steinbrenner down, explaining that Billy Chapel was basically that it wasn't a necessary game to win, and that the main focus was going to be about Costner and his kind of, him trying to know whether he wanted to retire or not.
Exactly.
So that was basically, and then I guess as a gift, Steinbrenner ended up giving Costner a World Series ring, the 1999 World Series, as a thank you.
Oh.
Wow.
There you go.
Wow.
There you go.
That's not a bad gift, huh?
No, man.
No, not a bad gift at all.
Absolutely.
Fact number 2, it was reported that Kevin Costner was angry at Universal Pictures because they cut his full frontal shower scene out. Did you know that there was a scene like that?
Really?
No, I did not.
No, I did not. No, me neither.
Well, they cut it from the movie. So
full frontal scene?
I guess.
Costner,
Like everything?
what are we doing?
Ron
Jeremy?
Wow.
Ron
Jeremy.
Costner told that the studio lacked real courage by insisting that the film was more kid-friendly, had a more kid-friendly rating. But a studio executive said that he tested the audience in Arizona, and they gave thumbs down to Costner's manhood. Someone even in the focus group said, "You really have to see Kevin Costner's penis."
Wow. Wow.
We've done a lot of podcasts, but this one I haven't heard this yet.
Yeah, that might be the.
What a good pick, Steve.
Yeah.
I don't think it was needed. Yeah,
Nah, No, it wouldn't have been needed at all.
No.
Would have been interesting, but it wouldn't have been needed. I don't think that. I don't think it's
seen.
Yeah.
I think we've seen some full frontal in. I'm trying to think off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, any given Sunday.
Any given Sunday. Yeah. You see a little in the locker room.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Again, unnecessary.
Yeah, unnecessary, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Wow. I wonder if Costner's ever done it in any other movie.
I don't think so.
I've seen. I've seen a lot of his movies. Never seen it before.
No, I don't. Yeah. Okay.
Fact number 3: all 4 umpires were played by real Major League umpires, and many Yankee players were played by Yankee minor leaguers. So.
Really?
Yeah, some background with that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So definitely, I thought the umpire, the home plate umpire, was a real umpire. I can imagine, the other 3, but those were Yankee minor leaguers. I had to go back and look at the credits and see who they were because none of them look familiar to me.
Probably know. Really?
Yeah. None of them look familiar to me. I mean, it was 99. The internet was still kind of. I don't want to say it's in infancy, but it wasn't like it was today.
Yeah, you're right.
So, but like nowadays they have everything on the internet, everything on TV. Like the Yes Network has a whole show about minor leagues,
really?
The Yankees minor leagues, and I just thought they were bit actors.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty wild to do it that way. That's pretty wild.
Yeah. It gives it that authentic feel, I guess.
Well, I think so. I think that's what they're trying to do, So
Yeah.
They hit the ground ball. They got to make sure the guy gets it. And you just can't throw anybody out there.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Fact number 4: the movie's production had conceded that the fact that there was only 2 real-life perfect games were pitched at Yankee Stadium during this time frame.
Yes.
David Wells of the Yankees threw a perfect game against the Minnesota Twins at the stadium in May 1998. 6 months prior to filming the game scene, 6 months prior, and then David Cohen also for the Yankees would pitch a perfect game against the Montreal Expos in 99.
Wow, Montreal Expos.
That's
yeah.
Taking it back.
Almost exactly 2 months prior to the film's release.
Oh, wow.
So
That's pretty wild.
I think I got to ask, because I say this one because I think I already kind of told you guys, Casey saw one of those perfect games.
In person?
She was at... Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And I think it was funny because it was... Let me text it, too. It was like Beanie Baby Day, so they were giving out Beanie Babies, and I think they have a Beanie Baby photo. I don't know what. Let's be honest, they probably lost it.
Oh, jeez.
I think it might have been David Cohen. I thought you told me that story already.
Let me.
I thought you told me that.
So, can you actually pause it for a minute?
Yes, I can. Hang on. I got to stop it now. Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So she actually saw the David Wells perfect game.
Oh, okay.
David Wells. Oh, okay.
Wow.
So that was 98. That's crazy how they had it basically. So May and then almost a year. Almost in a year. Yeah, two of them.
So I wonder whether they didn't mention the Don Larson perfect game in the World Series.
I don't know. Maybe it didn't happen, or because the film.
No. I thought one point they did. I'm almost positive.
Maybe my fact was off, but
no, not that. Don Larson, we're talking way back.
Don 56.
Larson, you said, right?
Yeah, 56. Yeah.
But no, Don Larson threw the first perfect game there. Actually, he threw it didn't he throw it in the World Series?
Yes.
Yeah, World Series. They mentioned it in the movie. I don't know where it was from, but they mentioned it. It might have been Costner mentioned it, but I know it was because I remember him saying that about the Don Larson thing.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
All right. And then for my last fact, so these are always like the what ifs, Meg Ryan and Helen Hunt turned down the film, and Annette Bening was originally set to play the female lead, before they gave the part to Kelly Preston. And
Wow.
And then another side note. So I guess it said Tom Cruise was going to play Billy Chapel, but and Sidney Pollack was going to direct. I guess they went another route. So
Wow.
That's interesting. I'm really surprised Cruise doesn't do baseball movies or nothing like that. He's a great athlete. He does all kinds of them action ones, but he would be good at one of these. I think he would. But.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was just thinking the same thing, Frank. Has he ever? He's never done like a sports movie, right?
No, the closest one he did.
Not physically playing. He did what's the racing one? I was call it
Yeah, Days of Thunder.
Which was pretty good actually.
Yeah.
But you're right. I would figure he would have been in something. Baseball, football, something like that. But I guess not. Anyway. But yeah.
And then he did Jerry Maguire, but he was an agent.
Yeah, that was the other one. Yep, I was gonna say.
Yeah, Jerry Maguire. Yeah, definitely. And God rest her soul, too. She passed away a little
shame,
ago. Kelly Preston.
Yeah.
She was young.
Rest in peace, Kelly Preston.
Early.
Yeah. But those were good facts. Oh no, you're still going.
No, that's it. That was my last one.
Always enjoy that segment, guys.
That is who come up with that, anyways. Whose idea was that to come up with the fun facts?
That was mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it was Frank's.
I listened to another. I don't want to say it's kind of a rip off of another podcast, but I listened to Office Ladies, where it's like a rewatch podcast of The Office, and the girl Jenna Fisker, she's got what is it called? Fast Facts.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
And then it just happened to roll on the tongue. Frank's fun facts, right?
Yeah.
We used to have a little jingle and stuff, right? Casey used to sing that.
Casey used to sing that.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I hated every minute of it.
Frank used to do his side eyes and stuff.
Casey, if you're listening, which I know you're not.
I know you're not.
She don't listen no more. She's too cool for school.
Oh man.
All right, so I guess again, Steve, you're the guest of honor. So you picked this movie.
Yeah.
Me and Frank have not seen this movie.
Yep.
So it's a new one for both of us. I'm surprised, Frank. I'm surprised you haven't seen this before.
No, I've seen bits of it.
Bits and parts
on TV,
of it.
But I never. Yeah, but I never saw it before.
So, how do we want to do? Do you want to see if you want to start and kind of give your overall thoughts of the movie? I guess
sure.
We know you kind of enjoy it, but
I love this movie. Yeah. So I was trying to think because I remember it was '99. I remember the theater I saw it in. I remember going with Colleen. This might have been one of the last movies I saw before I went into boot camp because I went into boot camp in October of '99, and this was released in September.
How old? You were young?
I was 18.
Like, 18.
Yeah, I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah. Obviously, I love the Yankees. I'm from New Jersey and live in New York and grew up a Yankee fan. So, seeing the Yankees, get a perfect game pitched against them in a movie, it was, it's a movie. So,
it's a movie.
But I overall, I love this movie. It's from start to finish. I know it can be a little slow at times. Like I was watching it, rewatching it yesterday. Some of the flashbacks or whatever. But just a couple of parts I really liked about it, like the beginning montage of him like growing up.
Yes.
Like this pictures and old videos.
Were playing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then they're like slow walking through the airport, and like it's like blurry, and then it fades in.
Yeah, I like that.
That was great. I mean, seeing it. There's parts of this movie that give me chills, and that was one of the parts.
Nice.
So yeah, no, that's just from beginning to end.
We'll talk more. Yeah.
Yeah. But overall, love this movie.
Overall, love it. Frank, what are your thoughts? Like it too?
Well, yeah. In the beginning, like I said, it was sleepy. I didn't know. It's more. I read about it. I read about it before I watched it. I always do that. So and I knew it was kind of like a love. It is. It's like a love movie, but two different loves: the loving of the girl and the loving of the game. So, but then I knew in the IMDb. I don't want to get too early on it, but it was 6.6. I said, okay. So we watched.
It also got nominated for I think Razzies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So. It did?
Uh huh.
Oh, I didn't know that.
got one. He got yeah.
But,
really?
Yeah.
I was like, huh, interesting.
But like I said, it picked up near the end. It picked up. It was really good. With everything going on, so back and forth. But it was okay. I mean, it's not the greatest sport movie I ever saw, but it was all right. But it is. I'll tell you, if you're with your wife, I would say that was your wife, right? Yeah, in the movies.
Oh yeah. That's yep. My future wife. Yeah,
your future wife. It's a good movie. It's probably a pretty good movie to watch, especially living in New Jersey, being a Yankee fan. Definitely, I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
no doubt about it. But so what did you? Now we get to the hatchet man here.
Why does everyone think I'm going to butcher this movie? No, I have mixed feelings about the movie because I did enjoy it. It was too long.
Yeah, I agree.
It had its moments where it was a little dreary. They could have cut out like a whole inning with him because they fast forward to okay, meet me here, and then they cut to he's got the 8th and the 9th inning. You could have just made it the 9th inning. You know what I mean? They didn't need to. They could have cut some stuff out. I imagine cutting the scene out save a good 20 minutes or so.
I still can't believe that. So you think cutting some of the baseball stuff out of it would have helped?
A little bit of both, honestly.
Okay.
And I understand it had to tell the love story for baseball and her,
right?
So it's got to give that story. But so I would have cut out scenes from both. I actually like the love story too. I'm a sucker for a good love story. I enjoyed the love story. Kelly Preston is oh good lord, man. Was she good in it? Was she smoking in that?
Oh yeah, she was good.
I like her as the love. As she. I don't know if she seemed too young for him. Were you getting that?
So he's 40 in the movie. I don't know if he's 40 in real life.
He's supposed to play like an aging baseball pitcher.
Baseball player, yeah. That was 99, right?
Yeah, 99.
Yeah.
25. He's probably 45 now. He's almost 50, I bet you.
So he's.
You think
what is he now?
in real life? Oh,
yeah.
I don't know. That's a good.
Oh. He's 7. The age difference is 7 years, so it's not that big of an age difference between the two of them. But I felt like she was a little too young for.
Really?
I think if they had picked an older actress, and I was trying to think of. Again, I don't know if I'm looking. You said what? Helen Hunt, I said, and what was the other person?
Meg Ryan.
Yeah, Meg Ryan.
Meg Ryan. I don't know, age wise. I looked Meg. I didn't look Meg Ryan up, but I looked up Helen Hunt, and she was kind of about the same age as Kelly Preston.
Really? Huh.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe more like a Diane Lane might have been a suitable. Again, but I think she's probably around the same age as the other one too. I don't know. I just couldn't see it really. I don't know. I liked her.
Yeah.
But
I mean, yeah, that's funny you bring that up because that's one of the things I didn't even think about. Was the age difference. I mean, you got Costner, who's obviously a single guy. He's been in the limelight for almost 20 years. Playing baseball.
Yeah. So.
I'm sure he's had in the movie. I'm sure he's had his fair share of relationships.
Yeah, definitely.
Of all kinds. So
that's a tough life too. People don't realize everything's all that. Me and Frank talked this about other people. Everything is all glory all the time. It's not. It's tough. You're going from city to city, and
it's a long season.
Especially if you're real good, people want your autographs. They're bugging you. You got to hide. It's not. I don't think it's as great as everybody thinks it is. I really don't. It might. You know what I'm trying to some extent.
Well, it's funny you say that because of the one scene where she stands him up in the bar.
Yes.
And he's walking out, and then she's running up or whatever. There's a couple different, like he's trying to talk to her, and like there's like a couple different guys like, hey, I need your autograph, whatever.
I love it.
So it's like, and that's 25 years ago.
I know.
Like now it would be like cameras in your face, like phones in your face,
You're
on
right.
TikTok and Facebook and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So,
Definitely.
like he's just walking in and out of like a regular bar back then, which they could do, now it's you.
Well, you see he's got different alias names he puts the hotels
Yeah.
They probably do that now. They probably give it a different name.
Absolutely, I'm sure.
I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Because the baseball season is what it starts. Spring training is what, March?
Yeah, March.
Yeah.
Is it like the beginning of March or like?
Yeah, it's pretty. I mean, pitchers and catchers usually report around Valentine's Day.
Yeah, they do.
So let's say
like
middle of February.
Middle of February. He's a pitcher, so yeah.
Yep.
So you got March, April, May, June, July, August, September.
If you're good enough, October.
Yeah.
And sometimes November.
Yeah, you don't get a lot of time off.
Man. So you make the playoffs. I mean, you're looking at maybe what? No, maybe a little bit of November, December, January.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For time off, and you're working out. Some of these guys play in summer league or winter leagues.
Yeah.
Like the younger guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're going year round. I mean, especially nowadays, everything's year round.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, that's what they do.
That's what I mean. They make millions of dollars. I mean, some of these contracts are outrageous.
Oh, it's insane.
Oh, I know.
You got a losing record and you make you make $20 million. Come on.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Can we talk about the pitcher-catcher relationship?
Oh,
I loved it.
Like John C. Reilly is funny. Who would have thought his? Because he's in a few early things. He was in Days of Thunder.
Days of Thunder,
yes, yeah.
Yep.
Step Brothers.
I mean, he started out like Sirius.
Oh, okay. Oh, Sirius. Yes, you're right.
And then he hasn't. I mean, he's done a few, but he's definitely more known as the funny man.
Yeah. Later on in his career, absolutely.
He's a good actor, though, guys.
He's great. He's
a B actor, but because he's always playing the second fiddle. But you know what? My wife's not a big lover of like Will Ferrell and him. But she said to me last night, he says, he's a good actor, this guy. I said, he is. I said, you always see him in stupid parts. You never see him. But he's a good actor, yeah.
Yeah, he's got some good lines in this one, and some good parts. It starts from the beginning, like where they're on the plane, and him and Costner are talking about, coach wants me to pitch tomorrow. He's like, you ain't pitching tomorrow, you don't. It's a shitty season, end of a crappy season, and he's like, I got the ugliest wife in the league, and he's like, put your seatbelt on or whatever he says, but just throughout the whole movie. It's that pitcher-catcher relationship, and Costner fights the head coach, the head manager, to get John C. Reilly to play, to catch for that game because he's like, no, it's either me and Gus or I'm not pitching. Yeah, and exactly.
Which I'm sure it happens. That happens a lot of times. Baseball or basketball or football.
There's certain pitchers that only. Will only let certain catchers catch them.
Exactly. And it's funny because he scores the only run of that game in the movie.
Yeah.
After they were like butchering him about how bad he's been doing.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, he's like they use him as a catcher, and if they get anything else out of him, it's kind of like a bonus.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But that's a good part of the movie. You're right. And he watches over him.
Exactly. Which is what the catcher it's like a special thing.
It is. Yep, definitely.
Yep.
Get into some of the people in this. They were really. I mean, we covered Kelly Preston, Kevin Costner, John C. Reilly. Brian Cox, always a good actor. He's always in a lot.
Oh, Brian Cox is great.
He always plays in all kinds of movies. You can go on and on. I mean, I could pick 10 movies I've watched with him in. And
sure.
J.K. Simmons, he looks like he never gets any older.
He looks the same. Yeah,
he does. Yeah.
He's got a sweet mustache, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Dash. Yeah.
I guess he said something in this movie. He says they made me a 63-year-old coach, and I was 9 days older than Costner in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
We didn't put this two together too, but the director Sam, he
Raimi.
did Raimi. He did Spider-Man.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, Evil Dead.
First Spider-Man. So, and
he did the one with Tobey Maguire.
Also. Yep, and J.K. Simmons was in Spider-Man too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh yeah, he was the
newspaper.
He was the editor. Yeah, the editor, right?
Spider-Man.
Yeah. That's funny, man.
Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, here's a little trivia. Now we didn't talk about this at all. David Island. Okay, he used to pitch for. Oh my god, he pitched for. He was a pitching coach for the Royals and the Mets at one time. He's the guy that does all the far away pitching sequences. So when you see them, they pan away.
Yeah.
It shows them pitching. That's not Costner. That's Island pitching.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
and
wow.
Not for nothing, guys. He really didn't pitch, I think, at all in that movie. He just.
Well, he played baseball, didn't he?
Oh yeah. Oh no, I didn't mean it that way. He's got
Yeah.
an 80 mile per hour fastball he can throw. I don't know.
Who? Costner?
Yeah. I don't know if it was at that. No, that's not that fast. But for a normal person, that's.
I could never throw 80. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah. So, but the thing I was trying to say is this David Island did something nobody's ever done. Only one time. He's the only major leaguer pitcher to give up a home run to the first person he faced and hit a home run in his first plate appearance as a pitcher.
Wow.
Really?
That's pretty crazy. The only one. Nobody's ever done it except him.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you won't see that no more because pitchers don't bat.
Right. Yeah, it's a universal DH.
Yeah.
When was the last time there was a perfect game? If they're very few and far apart.
Well, it's.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, it's funny you say that. I actually have that up on my other screen, Wikipedia. There's been 24 perfect games in Major League history. The first one was in 1880.
Yeah.
And the last one was actually last year. Domingo Germán for the New York Yankees on June 28th, 2023.
Wow. Always a Yankee, huh, Steve?
I didn't.
Always a Yankee.
Yeah. I knew there was one like kind of recent. Again, I know they're not. They're kind of few and far apart though.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I mean, you got to think 24 out of they said there's been over 238,000 games played in the major leagues.
Wow.
24 of them have been perfect games.
Wow.
Not to mention the near perfect games and the unofficial perfect games and all that.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on it. I wanted to look it up, but I forgot. There's a guy on the Tigers actually who a couple years ago, it would have been the 27th out for the perfect game, and they called him safe at first, but he was clearly out, and this is before they had replay.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yes.
And I think they're doing a documentary about it because like people want. They want this to be instated as a perfect game in history.
Yes.
And I know they're doing a documentary about it.
And then I looked to see who the oldest one was to throw a perfect game. 40 years old, Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson.
Randy Johnson, huh?
So, so it has happened. The only 40-year-old ever do it. And before that, it was way back. Cy Young.
Yes.
37 years old. So
it seemed like you and Steve, you probably got a list up of all of them now. It seemed like a lot of them happened in the 90s, no?
It's funny. Let's see. 1,
because I'm
2,
thinking just 3 right off the bat.
3, 4 in the 90s. Actually, a lot in the 2000s too.
Really.
But it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing.
Yeah.
Now
you'd be lucky to have a pitcher last one inning before they pull them out.
Yeah.
Well, they don't pitch as
crazy.
much now. They don't pitch.
No.
Severino, I bet you that's the first time he's pitched 9 innings, and I don't know when. He played
Right.
2 guys, maybe. That's about it.
Right, exactly.
But, you don't see it much anymore. When I was a kid, you know how it is. When I was a kid, you pitched the whole game. Multiple times.
Yeah.
Or maybe not the 9th inning, but you pitched the whole game. Yeah, nobody coming out the game.
You rarely see guys go over 100 pitches in a game.
You're exactly right.
Rarely.
Exactly, yeah.
And
you see at the end they're getting. I'm sorry. They're getting ready. You know, he's throwing wild, and he's like, I don't know, might be. And the guy says to him, he's like, "You realize what's going on right now, right?"
Yeah. J.K. Simmons was like, "I know, just get him up." You know,
just get him up. I like the way he was talking to everybody. That was pretty interesting. The batters.
Oh yeah.
When they were up, he's saying, "Oh yeah, I know you aren't going to hit this, but I'm going to."
Yeah. It's a mental game, and it really is. It's like a game of chess if you think about it. Like, you know, he's trying to plan each move, each pitch, you know, and
you're no doubt about it.
Each batter, you know, has their different style, and he, you know, nowadays, you know, every player on the field has like this little card.
Yeah.
And it's like, where do I, you know, this guy's up, so where do I play, you know, and all this stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's crazy. You know, it's funny because another line that Billy Chappell, you know, Kevin Costner says is, you know, they're getting to know each other over dinner, and he talks about how many losses he's had. He's had like 134 losses or whatever.
Yes, I remember that.
She's like, "You guys count that?" He's like, "We count everything in baseball." Like everything. And even nowadays it's like out of control, like launch angle, that, stat, you know. Now with StatCast, it's like unbelievable.
You're right. I agree. Totally. It's a whole change. Everything's changed so much. Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, it's crazy. Frank, what did you like about the movie? Favorite parts?
I liked the movie. I mean, I liked the fact that, again, you know, I liked Yankee Stadium. I mean, you can't get more of a better location than Yankee Stadium.
No doubt.
And let's be clear. This is old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah,
this is 10 years before the new one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. What do you think?
Before they moved across the street.
I liked the pitching was good. The action was pretty good. Again, and I know this seemed kind of more of like it seemed like more of a love story for. And
definitely
again, I know
was.
it's kind of both, but they definitely did a lot on the love story. Which, I mean, again, I did like the love story. There was a few things I kind of didn't like. While they were kind of, you know, they first kind of make her out to be kind of a bad guy in a lot of the scenes.
Okay. What do you mean by that? Like Kelly Preston? You mean?
Like she stands him up, and you know, in like the first scene that you kind of see with them, and then she doesn't know whether she wants to be with him or not. They make her, you know, especially towards like the beginning of the movie, because they make her kind of seem to be like the bad guy, and then when they do the flashback. You know, her appearance is totally different because she's younger and it's just changed. You know, she kind of went back and forth on whether she wanted to be with him or not.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I think it's like halfway through the movie you find out she has a kid.
Yes,
and she had the daughter when she was 16. You know, you know, so that like kind of changes the whole dynamic. And Costner's like, "Oh, I didn't know you know that's." Great. Let's all kind of do the whole family thing for a while. And
it looks like it looks like they're pretty much like a family. You mean?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, why? Like it looks like they're both all in. So So where does it go wrong? You know what I mean?
They don't really show you though. It's kind of like they don't. They really don't.
She just kind of like flips.
Well, let me give you my opinion if you don't mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
So he cuts his hand, right? He cuts his hand on the saw.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I think that's like a big turning point in the movie. He cuts his hand. He basically, you know, she gets him to the hospital from the, you know, at the chopper. He's like, the most important person in my life right now is the trainer, Mike, whatever.
Yeah,
you know,
I know.
and then from there, like he's trying to get better. He's trying to get back to playing and everything, and it's, you know, the media and everything is like against him, and he just shuts everybody out, including her. And I think that really like kind of turns her off, you know, and like basically like hurts her.
That's a good point.
You know,
she got to realize, like, I know she said that, and she like took that like in a like you see her face go from
she
like,
did.
Yeah.
I'm like, the guy is gonna die. He's gonna bleed out because of that shitty ass hospital they go to. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
He's bleeding. He's bleeding profusely, and they don't do shit about it.
Which is crazy.
She, took offense to it. I'm like, look what they're doing right now.
They're
literally putting him on a chopper so they can save his life. Yeah, and it's like she took offense to it.
She took it literally. He didn't mean it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
No way.
But I'm just saying. I think that's like kind of like the turning. You know what I'm saying? Like the turning point where things start changing.
Went bad. So you're right. If that's the key, that's it right there. The way I just said, what happened? There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty much what happened right there. And she took it that way, and that's the way it went. So
yeah, and then it just kind of downhill from there.
Yeah,
and you're right. They kind of do make her look like a little like, I don't want to say crazy, but they look her. It's like kind of like back and forth or whatever.
Yeah.
But as the movie goes on, you kind of see like both sides of the story.
Yeah.
And
the daughter, I think it's Heather, right? The daughter?
Yes. Yeah,
Jenna Malone. Plays a nice part. She
does a good job.
She's actually doing a lot of stuff now. I was looking, she's all grown up. If you saw her face now, you'd know she's in a lot of stuff.
I was going to say, she looks familiar.
Yeah, she's in a lot of stuff. I don't know exactly what they
she's been in a bunch of stuff. I mean, Hunger Games is kind of like a popular thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, she loves him in the movie, though. She loves him.
Oh, yeah.
She really does.
Yeah.
I liked how she was watching the game as well.
Oh, in her dorm room or whatever at USC? Yeah, that was great. Yeah, so I don't know. Can we talk about a couple of like minor things about the movie?
Yeah, go ahead, go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
So Kelly Preston's in the airport, and her flight gets delayed or whatever. Then she goes to the airport bar, and they got this freaking guy, like over the top.
Only in New
First
York
of all, only in New York. First of all the fans in the stands that like have speaking parts are over the top as well. Like it's just
they are.
I get it. You're in New York and you got the accent and all that kind of stuff. But like the guy at the bar is just like way too much in my opinion. Like, come on. Like really?
I like
really?
that.
You gotta you gotta go there. Right? Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, man. But you do. You want to punch the guy.
So
he's annoying.
They had a small little cameo or something. I don't know the cameo, but so he played Dominic Lombardi, who plays the tow truck driver.
Yes. Yep.
Is that the same guy?
So yeah, you want to talk about a New York guy? Anytime there's like a New York guy, he was in The Wire. He was also in. I'm trying to think what else. I know he was in. He's basically been in a bunch of stuff, but he's New York guy through and through. Any New York role he gets. But he was really good in The Wire.
Okay. He played great in the tow truck driver. Yeah.
He did.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. He's trying to get her to go to the game tonight. He's like, "Come on, just come with me." Blah blah blah. He's like, "Billy, if she don't want to go, I'll go." He's like, "Don't make that happen." that was a good part.
Hey Steve, because you're a big Yankee fan, I was actually there at Yankee Stadium, probably the old Yankee Stadium.
Yeah.
When Jim Rice, the guy come out of the stands, Jim Rice. When they took Jim Rice's hat.
Oh, okay.
Jim Rice's hat. They took it. One of the fans, and he went into the stand.
Guy had
a knife up there too.
Mm. Oh my God!
Oh, I was there. It was insane.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah.
What year? Like roughly what time period was that?
It's got to be late 70s, early whenever Carlton Fisk hit that home run to go to the World Series.
Oh, okay, yeah, like late 70s, yeah.
70s, yeah. But that was nuts.
That's crazy, man.
And at Yankee Stadium, Frank, you'd never see this today. This is true. I'm not lying to you. Mm-hmm. They had like a scarecrow this is inside the stadium, guys, with the Red Sox outfit on, lighting on fire.
Oh,
really?
Oh yeah, he knows.
Unbelievable, man. It was crazy.
The stuff they did. I couldn't.
It's crazy.
Are you kidding me? And Steve, I did the worst thing you could do. I wore a Met jersey.
Ooh, you can get away with that now, probably.
I know, but back then.
Oh, you must have been.
I was going down that spiral thing.
Yes.
Oh, they were killing me.
Oh, they were letting you have it, right?
But I figured I'd tell you I need to get a kick out of it. But yeah,
That's funny.
Even in the 90s, like at a World Series game, right? This guy was wearing it was against the Padres, wearing an old time Padres hat or whatever.
Yep.
He's in the bathroom. Somebody takes it off, throws it in the urinal, and then all hell breaks loose. It's like, oh my god, these people are nuts.
It's crazy.
You can't, man.
And now you see it all. Now everything's on the phone now. So like you see all these brawls that happen at the stadium or even the football games outside. It's
sure.
Time now.
Yeah, it is. It is. A lot of trouble.
I had a big in this movie. This was a big come on. So I think,
dude, that should be a new segment. Come on. I like that.
Come on, man. Come on,
Franks,
man.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
On ESPN.
Oh, is it okay?
It probably is. So I think this is where they were going with. This is the '90s. When he gets the daughter. He saves her from whatever they had to fight. He ends up taking her back. They go on the plane.
Yeah.
You know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The guys are holding up her age.
Oh yeah. 15, 16, 11.
No, don't get me wrong. It's funny, but like she's too young. Like you know what I mean? Yeah. You know where they were going with it. You're like,
I was a little like borderline, right?
Yeah. That joke's not playing now.
No.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
that's a good one, Frank. That's a good one. You're exactly right.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Yeah, come on, man. And you remember you did say about the scenes in the beginning of the movie what you liked, Steve?
Yeah.
Those are his. I don't know if you knew it. Did you read about that? Those are his real. That was his real scenes of his parents.
I was gonna say it kind of looked like like him, and I figured
they're home movies. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I love when they do stuff like that.
Me too.
What do you think it's with? Because again, baseball is like it's the great American pastime. It's I don't know what it is weird because like they've been playing football for just as long as they've been playing basketball. Well, maybe it's not basketball, but baseball, football, and baseball. They've been playing. I mean, the Packers were playing, and the Packers Bears were playing in the 1920s.
Yeah.
Sure.
So what do you think the difference between basketball and football that? Baseball has this like old feel to it. It's you know what I mean. You're going with this.
What do you think, Steve?
I think personally,
it's easier.
It's a little easier, right? But it's something you can play in the backyard with your kids as far as like having a catch.
I agree.
At a young age,
you could throw a football around too, kind of, right? Yes
and no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to go tackle your kid. I mean, maybe you are, but, it's just something about that. I don't know if you guys watch Bill Burr at all. He's a comedian.
I've heard Bill Burr, yeah.
He's I like him. He's good, but he's a little, he can be a little controversial, but he's definitely old school.
Yeah.
And he's like, when I have a kid, I'm just going to play catch with him and talk with him. Like, that's how I'm going to talk with him and just be like, it's he's got a bit about it. You should look it up. But, it's just, it's something about I think a father and son having a catch.
Or
father and daughter. And it's just, I think it's easier to, look at the Sandlot, right? There was just 9 of them.
Yeah.
And they just played.
Yeah.
Like with football, you can do like a 5-on-5 or something like that. And,
he's right.
Like, I think it's just, Frank, that's a good point. Like, it's easier to play. It's easier to do a pickup game, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's just something about the game. Like, I would just have these fond memories of playing catch and going to my first Yankee game.
As a child.
Playing Little League, taking my kids to their first game and playing Little League, coaching them.
Coming from a guy who doesn't like the Sandlot, but it's okay.
We're not going down that.
We got to bring that up.
But, no. I agree with him. But when I was young in the 1970, I was 9 years old.
Uh-huh.
Finding somebody that had a football A real football you could play was almost impossible. Baseball, everybody had one. So
Yeah.
it was a big difference, yeah. Like when
True.
we used to play football, we go on. It was so hard to get to play other towns because you didn't have enough people. Now, I'm not talking about organized. I'm talking about sandlot.
Pickup. Yeah.
Yeah, pickup. You didn't have enough people, so you had to. Somebody had to make sure they had a football, both teams. You know,
Yeah.
But now, I mean, back then, though, baseballs, were all over. But you could use an old glove, an old bat, didn't matter. But you're right, a much easier game to play back then. So I think that's why people did it. So. Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's an easier game to understand.
Yeah.
I like football a lot. I really do.
Yeah.
But like,
just if you're watching it like on the game for someone who hasn't seen football at all, I got what you're saying.
So
one little quick story I was got to tell you. You'll love this. When I worked at Sikorsky's, we used to play flag all the time. I'm talking. I'm in probably my late 20s then, before I met Linda, 28, 29. But so, make a long story short, the guys up on the hill. I had nobody to play because a lot of the people weren't playing no more. So I said, I want to go play up here. Well, they play tackle. You'll love this, Steve. This is no pads, Steve. So.
Oh yeah.
I wore knee pads. Screw that. But to make a long story short, here I am with a bunch of young kids. They're 18, 19, 20. They're right out of high school, and I'll never forget it. We're playing. I'm doing fine, but I'm just doing what I can do. If you know what I'm saying. I'm not killing myself, right?
Yeah.
So we're on the 2-yard line. Now this is like 11 on 9, 8 on 8, 9 on 9, right?
Wow.
No pads or nothing, right? So you know what they say to me? You want the ball? I want the ball. You don't have anybody that can block here.
Oh my God!
Guess what I did? They handed it off. I ran around the side. I must have got hit by 5 people.
Oh.
But it's just the point I'm saying is. But I played for a while. Then I hurt my knee a little bit. You know what I'm saying? My brother got hurt, and I wanted to play so bad. I went back about 3 months later. I wrapped it up. I never went to the doctor for it, and I played. And I played the last couple of times, but it was fun. But they're young, the kids. They don't. They don't.
Yeah.
Think nothing
Maybe it's
of it,
it's the injuries that probably has a thing to do. Because I always played football growing up. Like as far as pickup games, I had enough people that lived in my neighborhood or within like walking distance.
Right.
We would have football games all the time, and I mean, this is going from I don't know, let's say like 5th, 6th grade, and up to high school. So. I don't know, but I think the injury is you're definitely more injury prone to get in football.
I miss all those days though.
So one thing real quick. Did you score?
No.
Maybe.
Oh, you didn't score? Oh man.
Well, no. Here was the whole thing.
On that play, the wraparound.
Well, before that, I had. Here I am again. Guess who's returning the kickoffs? So I get it. And I'm running down the field. I nail this guy really good. I nail him. I ran right into him. I nail him. He goes flying, right?
Yeah.
Well, guess who the guy that hit my knee at the goal line was?
Yeah, see?
Got me back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said after that, I said, well...
maybe...
back the flag.
It's definitely a young man's game.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a good question, Frank. I like that.
I don't know. It dawned on me. I forget whether it was this movie or another movie where it's just you think about it and it's just one of those things.
Yeah, absolutely.
A little shout out to the announcer that passed away not too long ago, Vince Scully. I don't know if you ever heard of him. I know you have, Steve. But
I hear his voice. I honestly I didn't know what the hell he looked like, to be told, but. His voice, because also, too, I used to play a lot of the MLB games growing up.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
He was a Dodgers announcer forever. He just passed away, I think. And he had 40 years or 50. I think he passed away. Oh, I know he retired, but then I think he passed away after.
No, I think he did pass away.
Yeah. And Steve Lyons, which is still, I think Steve Lyons, the other announcer in it. So the real announcer.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
He might still be doing
Doesn't Joe Buck do the Yankees now?
Right? No.
Sure?
Joe Buck?
No. He used to do that.
Michael Kay. Michael Kay does the Yankees.
Well, maybe I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking someone like the primetime type.
No, so Joe Buck was the Fox guy forever.
Fox guy, okay.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't think he does. Right? Or no, Joe Buck they got rid of him in football. Maybe they didn't in baseball. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Did you hear the announcer in 1999? That's your announcer. The guy, what's his name? Is he?
Oh, yes.
He passed away, right?
Yeah.
You know who I mean. What's his name? My God, he's a legend in the Yankees.
He's a legend.
That's what I'm thinking.
And even after he passed away, Derek Jeter still had a recording of his voice,
really
announcing every at bat. Yes.
Yeah, because if you hear when they go to this screen where it's TV like, and they say who's coming up, you can hear it's his voice.
Yeah. Sterling Shepard. No, Sterling Shepard. No, that's the football player.
It's something Sterling, isn't it? Or is it? Check it out.
Phil Rizzuto? John Sterling.
John Sterling.
No, not John Sterling. He's no.
Commentator.
Bob Shepard.
Yeah, you got me. I don't know.
Bob Shepard. Yeah.
It's got to be Bob Shepard. What? Yeah, Bob Shepard.
Bob Shepard.
Now batting for the Yankees.
Yes.
So, yeah, they had a record. I feel so horrible that I didn't remember his name. But they have up until Jeter retired, he's like, no, every time I'm at bat, Bob Shepard's going to announce me. And they just recorded, even with the new guy, they just recorded, they kept the recording. Yeah.
That's really nice, yeah.
Yeah. And only Jeter, only Jeter could do that,
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah, that's Jeter's one of a kind, huh?
Yeah.
One of a kind, yes he is. Yep.
I know we're getting long here, but
off topic here, but no, that's fine. No, what else do you want?
I love the dramatic music in this movie.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Music was good. Yeah.
Little Bob Seger Against the Wind at one point. That was a good one.
You're right. Music was good.
And then she talks about she watched the rest of the game in that bar.
Right.
She's talking about grown men were crying and all this other stuff. That happens, man.
Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah. One of my favorite parts. One of the scenes I kind of like because he calls her he tells her to come down to spring training, and she's like, no, I'm not going to come. And at first I was like, he's going to get a massage, right?
Yeah.
And were they definitely hinting at a happy ending massage?
I don't know.
I think they were hitting that a little more than that.
Well, I wrote it because I wrote it down. I was like, oh, well, I bet she's getting a happy ending. They're probably give him a happy ending massage. And then you see it, then she shows up there and she comes down from the
upstairs, where the hair wet. Yeah, a little more than that.
It was a little more than a happy ending, huh?
That was a nice scene right there. That was a good scene.
Yeah, that was crazy.
She flew all the way down there. But again, they weren't. She was. I don't know if it was he or it seemed like she was so indecisive about that relationship.
Yeah.
She made the rules up, though. She made the rules up. You do what you're doing, I'll do what I'm doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then she basically said, right after that scene, she's like, no, you believe me on that? No, that's not what I meant. It's like, that's what you said.
What a woman, right? Huh?
Oh, my
Frank.
God. That's funny.
And even at the end, you're like, I was like, I know she's going to be, she is still like, she can't make it, it takes her hours to decide whether she wants to go or not. She is waiting in the beginning for hours. He's waiting for her. And even at the end, she's just standing there in the friggin' terminal, sitting there waiting. I don't know whether or not to go or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and when he finally when he shows up, she's still not decided. Like I thought, I remember I know the movie, right? So I knew what was going to happen. But
right.
If you're watching it for the first time, which you guys were, you're probably like, wait, are they going to get together? Like this is the last scene in the whole movie, and then all of a sudden she's like, all right. It was almost like, okay, I guess so.
Yeah, she's at the airport in the end, just waiting there.
So obviously he's at the airport and he's like going to follow her to London, and she doesn't see that as like a obvious sign, like good thing.
Yeah, she still doesn't know, huh?
She still doesn't know. She probably still doesn't know.
I told you, women, they don't ever know what they want, right?
Oh my God, make up your mind.
Oh, Frank.
Sorry for all our women listeners out there.
Oh boy,
we know you're listening.
They're listening. Just a little. You were talking about if he had ever played before. In 2002, Costner was invited to play in an exhibition game for the minor league Inland Empire 66ers of the California League. He started the game at shortstop and finished up by pitching an inning. That's pretty good.
Wow.
Pretty I'm sure the guy's a pretty good ball player. So
sure,
this is his what third baseball movie too, right?
Yes.
We haven't watched Bill Durham yet.
I really can't believe we haven't. But I have never seen it. But I heard it's good.
You've never seen Bull Durham, yeah?
I haven't either.
I'm like a Costner. Don't like him, but love him. In other
Gotcha.
words, I don't like him, then I watch the movie. Oh, that was a great movie.
Yeah. I got exactly what you're saying. Yeah, I got
Hell of
you.
an actor.
Yeah, he is. And Yellowstone's finally finishing up, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, in November. Yeah, it took him long enough, but.
See, Kevin, that's a little plug for you if you're listening.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, no. Did you get into that, Steve? Or no?
Nah, I didn't get into
No?
it. No.
Yeah. Very good.
That's a good
Very well
show.
done.
Yeah.
I've heard it's really good.
Yeah. And November 10th, that's the last. Well, the last. They always, these new things now. The last season, and you got to wait till the 2025 for the other 4 episodes.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Cool.
She was a writer. Am I correct on that?
Yeah.
Yes.
So why couldn't she just follow him to all the other? You can write anywhere, right?
Yeah, I think today was
apparently-
a little.
Apparently not.
I guess being here today, in today's world, be a lot easier for you because a lot of people are doing what we're doing right now, basically.
That's true.
My daughter works from home all week, so I mean, that's a lot of people
Casey,
working
yeah.
home now. So you could probably, in Casey, so you probably could have done a lot of that on the road,
Yeah, but I think at that point in the movie, we didn't know she had a daughter.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
okay.
I forgot. I'm sorry, I forgot about that.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
She wasn't living with her full time though, right? It seemed like she was going. They didn't mention any Well, I guess the guy.
I think so.
Early, so.
Yeah, no, I think so because they made it sound like he wasn't really in the picture, other than the shitty apartment that he had in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. Yeah, they didn't get into that at all.
Yeah, so I thought of that too, guys. I was like, wait, she's a writer. She could do it anywhere, I mean, it's 99. You could still, do it anywhere. But
Typewriter. I mean, they had computers in '99, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not like he don't have money enough to get one, right?
Yeah, exactly. He could have got whatever the top of the line was back then.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gateway.
Gateway.
Dell.
I had
Remember those?
Gateway.
Oh, yeah, Gateway. Remember those boxes? It used to come and look like a cow.
You did. You're very good. I had a Gateway. I had a Dell. Yeah. I had a Leading Edge. One of the first ones that came out. Yeah.
Wow.
Compact.
Compact. Jeez.
Had them all.
Little tangent for you, Frank.
There you go.
Yeah, casual one.
Casual tangent.
Now, do you still do any? I know this has nothing to do with this podcast, but do you still do any podcasts?
I haven't done a podcast in forever.
Who's the one that did it with his wife?
A few
though?
months.
I thought,
That was me, but
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the plug. The shameless plug you just did. You can't watch. You can't listen to those again, huh?
which ones?
Casual. I tried listening to one months ago.
Oh,
I don't
yeah?
think it'll let you listen on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah.
That's all. I remember you saying something.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, you started doing one, right? With Colleen?
with Colleen, yeah.
And
With everything going on with her, it's kind of
enough said.
stuff. Yeah.
You'll get into it one of these days, right? Maybe.
Yeah, I'll get back.
Maybe
into it.
in retirement.
Maybe I'll announce something.
I don't know, Frank. You
I'll tell you what, man.
Frank, did you realize you're going to be podcasting? Probably.
Me?
Yeah.
Not in a million years.
Not in a million years.
Till
You guys are doing great, man.
It's fun though.
Trying.
It's
fun.
It's a lot
Like
of fun.
doing it, like doing it right now.
Yeah.
Not to get off topic, I'm like, all right, I got my juices flowing. I'm like, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Well, and that's kind of like we. That's why we try to do different movies to kind of reach like a different audience.
No, I like the way you guys did that, like over the summer, and then the
fun.
Christmas movies and the holiday movies and all that. That was cool.
We'll be getting back into the same
Halloween
thing.
again.
Do Halloween again, and we'll probably
Wow.
do Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be
Cool.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
One other thing about the movie, I didn't know if you knew this. I think you knew it. But remember the scene where Mickey Hart goes back for the ball, hits him off the head, goes over the fence, Frank, for the home run?
Yeah.
Jose Canseco.
Yep.
A great, steroids, but a great player for Oakland, did the same thing. He went for a ball and it went off top of his head. Went over the fence. The only time I've ever seen it go off somebody's head over a fence.
Over the fence, yeah. And they counted it as a home run.
It's a home run, yeah. So that was
which is crazy.
They put it in there because of that, so that was pretty.
Yeah. But it was cool, like how Costner reacted to that, and he's like, "Don't let them make a fool out of you. Don't help them make a fool." You know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It was cool. Like showed him being a good teammate.
Yeah, he definitely was. He was they loved the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, excellent teammate in it. And a lot of respect. He pitched all those seasons, and
definitely an old school guy. Old school.
Yeah, old school. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
I got another scene. I like John C. Reilly at the end of the movie was pretty funny when he's all drunk and he's helping him in and he says thanks to him, which was kind of like a nice little drunk and all, but that was a nice little scene there.
Yeah. He's like, I didn't mean for the water. He's like, I know.
I didn't mean for the water. Yeah, it's good.
But that's all I think I think we talked about most of it. And anything else you want to talk about? Favorite,
No, it was good. I mean, like I said, it started off real slow. I didn't know where it was going to go, and it got better. I think halfway through the movie, it got better.
Got picked up. Yeah.
Picked up. So I never know what I'm going to be watching. So it's always like you said, you've seen it before. You're like, not everybody's going to agree on every movie. I mean, it's always different.
That's the beauty of it.
People like. Yeah, there's movies I liked. I didn't like them at all. So I mean, that's fine. I have no problem. But no, I enjoyed it. It was okay. It was an okay movie. That's what it was to me. So, but it was all right.
Gotcha. All right, you want to do our ratings then?
Yeah, that's good.
Let's see here. Who wants to go first?
Steve can. I don't care.
Steve, you want to give? I think we kind of have an idea where you're going with it, but you want to go first?
You guys still do the IMDb first, or?
Yeah. So 6.6.
Oh, 6.6. You said that earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
6.6. And then again, I saw it when it got nominated for a Razzie. I was like, huh. I was intrigued, but. Go ahead.
I really liked the movie. Obviously, a lot of nostalgia for me. Like I said, just growing up, going to Yankee Stadium, the old Yankee Stadium. 25 years ago, actually yesterday was my anniversary. 21 years. We watched the wedding video. Just brought back a lot of memories.
Nice.
So
that was good timing there.
Yeah. So I'm going to say 8.7. 8.7 for me. Definitely a respectable score. And, I really enjoyed it.
Gotcha. Yeah, go ahead. You want me to go?
You go.
No, I think 6.6 is a little low.
Oh, wow.
Wow, okay. With you. And okay. I think Kevin Costner is his movie. I think he sells the movie. We didn't really talk too much about the budget. Because most of them actresses and actresses really weren't really anybody. I mean, I don't know how Kelly Preston was in her career, but she was young in this movie.
Yeah, so was Riley, John C. Reilly. Yeah,
John C. Reilly was young. So I think Kevin Costner. I do have a soft spot for Kevin Costner. Field of Dreams is definitely one of my favorite baseball movies.
Oh, yeah,
it's kind of like
it's a great movie.
So, but again, I am going to butcher it a little bit. Where I think it was a little too long. I think you could have cut a decent amount out. I think you could have put this under 2 hours.
I could see
that. Just right underneath it.
I could see that. Yeah.
I'm going to do. Let's see here. I'm going to go 7.5. I would watch this again if it was on TV.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I would put it on again. It's not my favorite baseball movie, but it's definitely not the worst of it. That's for sure.
Okay.
And again, I think a lot of it has to do with Kevin Costner.
Sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. It's a shame it didn't make any money. So a little surprise there, but it matters when it comes. We don't look at some of that stuff. Some of that stuff you don't know when it comes out. You don't know what's going up against too.
That's true.
A lot of times you don't know. So no,
that's a good point.
Yeah, I like the cast, and it's amazing because except for Kelly Preston, unfortunately, because she passed away, these people are all doing stuff now. Brian Cox is in a lot of movies. J.K. Simmons, he does the commercials.
Yeah.
Plus, he's in all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I just watched the movie. Actually, it's pretty good, guys. It's called The Union with Mark Wahlberg and Halle Berry. It's pretty good. It's like they're like,
No. I was going to say
yeah.
I heard of that. I know it's on
Yes.
Netflix. It just came out.
It just came out, and J.K. Simmons is in it, and a whole bunch.
Oh, good.
It's really good.
good.
It's like a CIA movie. It's pretty good.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
So 6.6. Okay, and you gave it what? 7.5.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it about a 7. I'll give it a 7.3. So that's about. I'm giving it for Costner, really.
Okay.
Part of it, yeah. But
That's respectable.
there's so many
they're all respectable scores.
There's so many other movies, so there's so many other things. But I like the way it ended, though. The last, like I said, last half hour with her in the airport and the guy screaming, the people, and the whole thing. I didn't know it was going to be a perfect game because I had never watched it, so I didn't know if she was going to get it or not.
You know, we didn't really talk about like the last batter was that kid that he saw.
The bat boy.
I thought it should have been
the bat boy.
the guy you rivaled. To be honest with you, the guy
Sam Tuttle.
Sam Tuttle. Yeah, I thought it should have been him.
Yeah.
But whatever.
I thought the bat boy was getting a hit against him.
That's what I thought too. But I'm like, nah, they can't end it like that. He's got to throw the perfect game, and then he's got to retire. That's the way to go out, right?
Yeah.
It's funny because my kids like I watched this. Well, I watched most of it, and then like we went and did something, and then like we watched the last 40 minutes
because it's too long. Right? Am I not wrong?
No. I just had something came up, and
Gotcha.
So everyone was watching the rest of the movie with me, and the kids were like busting my chops, like because I'm like, I'm like jumping up and down, doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, typical '90s movie, Of course he's going to get the perfect game. Oh, of course they're going to get together at the end. Blah blah blah. They're busting chops about '90s movies and stuff. So.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. But
it's
a movie.
Did any of you? Because it's based off a novel, correct?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Does
that.
anybody? We're not novel readers, so I don't know what's going to
Well,
happen.
my wife is, but I haven't never read it. No, I never read it.
Maybe if it's on an audiobook, I'll do it. But
yeah.
Be interesting to hear the novel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it the same name for Love of the Game?
I don't know. I would imagine so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
What did you say? So you said 6 something? 7,
No.
7.3?
7.3. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
All right. That was good. That was a great episode. Before we sign off, I know we have. We kind of do. I don't know, Steve, you kind of been listening. We've been having our little. It's called Extra Innings. It's our little segment at the end where if there's any kind of like movie or TV show you kind of want to highlight that you've been watching or you want to discuss. Because for me, I don't really have much really that I have right now. It's just kind of we're in the middle. We just finished House of Dragon on HBO.
Yeah, that was good.
Which I honestly, it's a different show. I want a little more out of it. But again, that's just my opinion. Frank, is there anything else you want to highlight?
Well, no, I just said the movie The Union. I just saw it, so that's
Union.
All. It was good. It was really good. It's on. You just mentioned it.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix.
Yeah,
How about you, Steve? Anything?
I was watching Seinfeld last night. That was pretty good. You hate Seinfeld. Why do you not like Seinfeld?
Where do you begin? Man?
I don't like them either.
What
you don't like Seinfeld? What is the deal with Frank not liking Seinfeld?
No, wait. Is it you talking about the movie? The TV show?
Yeah.
Oh, TV show. The TV show is pretty good. I just don't care for him that much. I like everybody else in it, but
oh yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, maybe it's Jerry Seinfeld. I don't really care for his comedy. I don't care how like each episode is kind of its own thing. It's not really cohesive or
They do have callbacks though to other episodes.
They have little callbacks, but I just don't care. I don't know. I just don't care.
So much for that.
Oh well.
I did hear one thing that he does in real life, which I thought was pretty cool. There was an interview with Sebastian Maniscalco,
right?
And he was talking about having dinner with Jerry Seinfeld.
Yep.
And I don't know if you're aware of Sebastian's comedy and stuff.
Yeah,
I love him.
He's a money guy. He's worried about who's going to pick up the bill.
Yeah.
And the waitress says, "Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of." So
wow.
I guess Jerry Seinfeld just gives the card and just pays for it. But that way, there's no kind of like, no, let me get it. No, you get it. I just thought it was a cool thing.
I like that.
Granted, Jerry Seinfeld's got some money where he can do that, but he just It's already done. It's already taken care of. You know.
Let me get the bill.
There's no back and forth. It's already done. I thought that was pretty cool of him.
That is cool.
Oh, that's cool.
But so Seinfeld is what you've been watching?
Just last night. I haven't really watched much TV lately.
Okay.
Yeah,
I always do King and Queens.
You're always a fallback on that?
During the week, sometimes before dinner or even after.
I love it. Yes.
Where do you,
it's been on.
I was going to say
CMT country.
Oh, really? Country music TV.
Country music TV. Yeah, it's random.
It's on all the time.
Is that what you put on, or you just put on like Peacock or something?
No, I literally put on that because we have YouTube TV, so we'll put on that on the network, and it'll play for. It's on for like a good maybe 3 hours or so.
Wow. He's throwing out the first pitch at the Mets game on Tuesday, I think.
Seinfeld, yeah.
No, Kevin James.
Oh, Kevin James, yeah,
Kevin James.
Yeah.
I mean, his daughter's name is Shay, right?
Yes.
Is it really?
I think it's Shay, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Little fun fact.
That's my
Frank, and Steve, and Frank,
yes.
When you retire someday, like me and Linda do, guess what you end up doing? Watching a lot of TV.
Watching a lot of TV. There you go.
We do a lot of things, but we still like watching our shows. Watch all the
Sure.
shows you watch. And we watch King and Queens a lot of times at like 3:30, 4 o'clock before supper. Yeah. So that's
nice.
why I talk to people and they don't watch much TV, and I'm saying, why not? But like Price was Right, I didn't watch it for 36 years because I was at work.
You were working, yeah. You watch it now with Drew Carey, right?
Yeah. But it's crazy.
No, it's funny because like again, and maybe this is just me with the movies. It's harder to watch the movies now because I have Stella.
No,
sure.
I understand.
And the older, you know, especially some of these longer movies. I gotta kind of like time it right.
Yeah. Did you watch this in one sitting?
No, I just finished this morning actually.
Oh, you did.
I'm all thrown off. I used to watch the movies like all on Sunday, and it just depends. And now I'm with my mother-in-law now. She's living with us, so
okay.
If there's a movie she don't care for, she won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
does Casey watch it with you too, or no?
So sometimes some of the movies. She didn't watch this movie with me. I told her I was gonna probably like it. Being coming from a Yankee fan.
Yeah.
But she'll get here and there. She watched the last movie with me, Semi-Pro. She was like, "This is stupid." I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, we were talking about that before. Me and your Uncle Frank were talking about that.
Right?
Yeah.
But you know how it is. Life comes at you.
Yep.
Now in the summer, everyone's busy. I know we got we got a few weekends busy coming up and a vacation, which we'll have to work something out with that. But
so, what are you guys doing next week?
For a movie or just
for a movie,
movies. That's what we're going to talk about. Is we're going to do the long game, right, Frank?
Yeah, long game.
I picked that.
I want to see that.
You just watched it just recently, right?
Excellent. Yeah, you'll love it. It's based on the Mexican players that don't get a chance to play in the big tournament. It's just the start of it, like in the '60s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's very well done. It's really good. Which I didn't know anything about that. Well, because they're Mexican, they won't.
You're right.
They were the the caddies and stuff at the club.
Yeah.
It's based on a high school team. Yeah.
Just to give you an idea, Jay Hernandez, if you know who he's been in a few things, a few movies. I think he's been like Hawaii Five-0 or one of those.
Yes.
Things.
He's Magnum P.I.
Cheech Marin.
The new one. Yeah, Cheech Marin's in it.
And Dennis Quaid. Dennis Quaid's in it.
So it's good.
Should movie. It should be interesting. I've been looking for. There's not too many golf movies. I think we talked about this.
We've done some.
We've done a few, but there's a few like stinkers and there's a few old ones. But I know Happy Gilmore 2 is in production. So
I was just about to say that.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
They're doing extra casting calls in Jersey. My brother-in-law might go.
Get out of here! Wow.
Yeah, he wants to go and try to get in it.
Wow, that'd be wild.
So we'll say that'll be the next game. It'll be nice to get a golf one in.
Yeah, it'll be good.
And
we'll see. You'd like it, Steve. It's a feel-good movie. It's really good.
Yeah, it looks really good. Yeah, I think it's on Netflix, right?
It's on Netflix. Yeah. I saw it a while ago, and I don't think it wasn't streaming anywhere. I think it was on. It was weird, and I think Netflix must have picked it up.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's. I think that's it. That's all we got for our 100th episode. Anything else you want to talk or discuss?
No, it's just a pleasure seeing Steve again. And
man. No, I just want to say thank you guys very much. It was a pleasure. It was an honor, and good luck with everything.
Yeah, thank you.
Keep me in mind for any future endeavors.
We will, definitely.
Yeah.
Episode 200.
There you go.
200, huh?
Maybe 150.
I think we'll get it to 150. Yeah. We'll see. All right, Frank. You want to say anything else, or are we good?
No, that's it, guys. Have a good day, guys. Have a good day.
That's the ball game.